Hi, my name is Alex Wellman, and I am the head of marketing here at Estonia's e-Residency team. So e-Residency is a project from the government of Estonia. It started back in 2014, and where we now issue government IDs, digital IDs, to anyone around the world who wants to establish and manage a company in Estonia. So e-Residency is an opportunity for entrepreneurs to access Estonia's digital infrastructure, meaning Estonia has been developing digital IDs for its own citizens and residents for the past 25 years. But back in 2014, we actually let anyone in the world apply and get a digital ID card for Estonia. We give them a card and they can access our infrastructure. And the most important thing they can do is use our e-business registry to establish and manage a company. So we're giving access to entrepreneurs from around the world to start a company, do business in Europe. So with e-Residency, when you become an e-resident and get your digital ID card, you can access our infrastructure, you can set up a company totally online, meaning no paperwork. You can manage it with digital signatures. If you need to sign a new contract with a business partner in Estonia or with another e-resident, you can digitally sign those. If you have to file taxes in Estonia, you can do that online using your digital ID card. So really it's about paperless business administration and doing everything online. So Estonia has several advantages for e-Residency. For example, Estonia has spent 25 years building the system, as I mentioned, for its own citizens and residents. So they actually have all the infrastructure that made this possible. So it makes complete sense to now open this up to the rest of the world, because Estonia is a very small country, only 1.3 million people. So now, since then, we've been giving digital ID cards to 60,000 e-residents from 160 countries around the world. So that means that Estonia gets new businesses popping up here. They're buying services from other Estonian companies. They're doing business here. They're coming here on business trips to learn about Estonia's infrastructure, learn about Estonia's startup scene, our ecosystem. And it's really impacting our economy positively. It's really about access to our business environment. Estonia has a transparent and digital business environment. And for many people, if they want to set up a company in Europe, it's very expensive. Traditionally, you need to hire a lawyer, do lots of paperwork. It can take several months. But when you become an e-resident, you can actually set up a company in Estonia almost immediately. I think there's a few different types of people who are taking advantage of e-Residency. We see a few different groups. One of them are digital nomads, or people who travel and do business a lot. For them, becoming an e-resident, setting up a company in Estonia is all about ease of doing paperless business. So say they're a German person and they want to spend 6 months of the year maybe traveling Southeast Asia. When they have their company in Estonia, it can all be managed paperlessly. So that's one big group we see. Another group we see are sort of emerging Europe. This is places like Ukraine, Turkey, surrounding areas. People who do business with European Union customers and clients already, but want an easier way to set up and run their company in Europe and to bill their clients. And we also see a third group, which is kind of the emerging markets, maybe from India, for example, or other places. They want to have an easy way to grow their company, work with clients in Europe, and this is kind of three groups that we see who are taking advantage of the program. So when you have a company in Estonia, you can find clients here, you can find new business opportunities here. For example, we even have 2 e-residents now who are working together on a project for the Estonian market. So we have lots of opportunities when you're an e-resident to actually grow your business within Estonia as well. But Estonia is a very small kind of market. So the bigger advantage actually is not just the Estonian market, but the whole EU-wide market. So when you have an EU company, you can find clients and customers. So I think to learn about e-Residency and what other countries can learn from Estonia is taking a look at what Estonia has already done for its own people. So as mentioned, Estonia has built this entire system of digital ID cards, and everything can be done online. In fact, in Estonia, 99% of government services are available online. And this has been this way for 10 or 15 years. And then, of course, other countries need to build that system for themselves. And some of them already are doing this. There's a group of countries called the Digital 9 who are developing digital services for their own citizens. And then e-Residency is kind of the add-on service to that. So we see a few different things happening. We just saw our neighbors, our Baltic neighbors, Lithuania. They just launched their own e-Residency project because they also have a digital ID card system for their own people. We know that Dubai also has e-Residency in their 50-year roadmap. So we see other countries doing this. We've seen Croatia also talking about launching a program. Places like Singapore, who are also very advanced. Obviously, the thing is, what other countries can learn from e-residency is that countries need a good way to serve people who are not citizens and residents of their own country. So all countries already serve these people, but just very inefficiently. So why not just make them official? Why not give them an ID where you can know who they are, you can serve them in the same way you serve your own citizens and residents? So we see this the future, and we see actually countries competing for e-residents as well. Maybe some countries offer different services or better services. Soon you might be able to pick and choose which country you actually buy certain services or access certain services. And that's kind of the future vision of what we see. So Estonia punches well above its weight in the startup sector. So Estonia actually has the most unicorn companies per capita in the world. So for example, Skype was founded in Estonia, and then we had another company called Playtech. And now since then we've had TransferWise, which everyone knows, and now Bolt, which used to be Taxify. They're another unicorn company. And there's many other companies here like Pipedrive. I'm sure many people listening to this have used Pipedrive for doing email marketing, another Estonian company. All these huge companies have come out of this country of 1.3 million people. The main reason why you want to become an e-resident is actually if you want to establish and manage a location-independent company. So if you're an entrepreneur and you have a business idea, and you need the tools that empower your business idea to happen, then you should become an e-resident and set up your company in Estonia. So right now we're kind of targeting entrepreneurs, but in the future there could be other services. So there could be other things you can access with your e-residency. I would say one of the main advantages of doing business in Estonia is the digital services here. So again, you can do everything completely online using your secure digital ID card as an e-resident. It's paperless, it's borderless, meaning that you can run it from virtually anywhere in the world and access these same services. And Estonia also has a very good business environment as far as supporting entrepreneurs. So you know when you set up your company here that you are setting up your company in a country that supports entrepreneurship and understands the problems you're facing as an entrepreneur. So I'll go quickly over the steps of how to become an e-resident. So to become an e-resident, you go online to our website, apply.gov.ee, and you fill out our secure application form, which then your application is processed by Estonia's Police and Border Guard Board. And if you're approved, then within 1 to 2 months, you will need to pick up your e-residency card at one of Estonia's embassies or consulates around the world. After you have your ID card in hand, then you're able to access Estonia's digital infrastructure, meaning you can set up a company in Estonia. If you want to set up a company in Estonia, you do need 2 things. First, there's a 190 euro state fee, which you need to pay one time to set up a company. And then also you need to work with a local service provider here to give you a local contact person and local address. Now this person, like in some countries, isn't a board member of your company. They don't take any ownership role, but it's just a place where within the EU, we know where your actual business is here. So that can be had from anywhere from 40 euros per month going up to maybe 100, 200 per month, depending on what kind of services you need. For example, if you want to take extra accounting services on top of that or what have you. And to find these service providers, we actually have a list on our website. There's the e-residency marketplace where we have a list of companies who know how to serve e-residents.